DePaul's Vincentian values really focuses social justice as important. Social justice and human rights are what we're thinking about and keeping in the forefront with this work when we're looking at brain injury and survivors.
The majority of people have heard about brain injury or concussions in the NFL or in other professional sports, but really the individuals who suffer from intimate partner violence, they are ones who have about 11 to 12 times more incidents of brain injury than the general public. And this is a population that can't always get the services and access to rehabilitative services, to neurologists, to people who might make them better. So the fact that they don't have services they need is really something that we felt we needed to address. The work that Sonya and I have been doing is focusing on the issue of brain injury in the context of survivors of intimate partner violence, also known as domestic violence. We are partnering with a variety of community agencies to really get access to medical record data to be used by researchers to ask different questions. And the network has really been at the forefront for our partnership because of their reach as an umbrella organization to all these domestic violence resource organizations. Having their partnership and their confidence in this work and in this topic has really been incredible. And I think without that, our work couldn't get as far as it has.
We're in the network office downtown. This is where folks at the network staff do our work, which is largely sort of community resourcing work as opposed to direct service. And then this is also home to the Illinois Domestic Violence Hotline, which is available to anybody in the state of Illinois. And we take plenty of calls outside of Illinois who are in need of information, resources, support. It's a 24/7, 365 operation. One of the most important things for us in our research is that the research questions are actually coming from people who are impacted by brain injury. And so we've included the network on those different research projects. We're very involved in, I feel like, tackling these issues together.
We're here at Endeavor Health's Mayfair Clinic, which is a family medicine clinic where we house our newest endeavor, which is the trauma-informed primary care clinic. We are treating our patients impacted by gender-based violence. So our patients who have a history of domestic violence, sexual violence, human trafficking, being able to access care in a space where a provider really understands their needs and can care for them as a whole person.
I came to the field through DePaul. I was a student. And when I came out of graduate school, my first grown-up job was at the domestic violence courthouse here in downtown Chicago. And DePaul has been such a wonderful partner on securing grants to really support this research. We're then able to share all of that great knowledge that comes out of the project with our larger community. It's lovely to be here with you at the Mayfair Clinic. It's so important in this type of work, type of research, to have a community partner who's really in the trenches with us. You know, we're giving you ideas from our research, and then you are telling us things that you're hearing from survivors, from the folks front lines doing the work, and we take that back and use it in our trainings.
Sometimes we think, gosh, how is it that we were sitting with folks and this was so prevalent, so obvious? 90% of injuries tend to be sustained to the neck, head, and face, and we weren't thinking brain injury. And so it's been so important to bring people together that are invested in the cause, but also those that are learning about it for the first time. And we all have these different touch points in the community, in different systems. And I think that's where we really get to leverage the strength of the coalition to think about, where do we go next? What's the next space?
I would love it if we could develop a concussion clinic here in the Chicagoland area that's specifically for survivors. This is a clinic for individuals who have very different needs than athletes do. But it would be a clinic who could diagnose the brain injury, who could provide services for the brain injury, but also, and most importantly, also provide them with the other social services that they need.
I would love for us to find a way to have some policies in place that protect survivors with brain injury, and then the network in place, well-funded and supported to provide them housing, and housing that is taking into consideration the needs of someone who has just undergone concussion brain injury.